Hi everybody, this is Jean, and I've just had so much fun making these little spool trees, and so I'm going to share that with you today. And we have a pattern for, and all it is just a little tree shape, a large one and a smaller one. Here's the large one, here's the smaller ones, and this is the very first one I made, and I thought, oh, a tree should have lights, so I just did a little cross stitch and kind of scattered them on there. And then this one, I did French knots. And this one, I just stitched around as I did on the rest of these. So I'm gonna show you basically how to make them. And they are really, really fast. And these are some old spools that I had, and I found sticks that would fit in them. And if you find a stick that's just a little big, you can use some sandpaper and sand it down. But, you know, they need to go in pretty decent. And then I will put a little bit of glue in here. And I think this end, nope, maybe it was this one that this end doesn't go as well. So anyway, that's what you need. And then some thread, and I like size 8. This is eleganza thread that we carry from Suspargo. It's essentially a cotton pearl. That's the generic name of it. Or you can use regular embroidery thread, or this is 12 weight sewing thread, and you could use, I pulled the magenta one so you could see it. If you use 2 strands of it, that would work too. So, you know, it's really up to you what you want to do. You're going to be doing a simple running stitch. And I put some red thread on so you'd be able to see this really good. And I pulled up the top side of the tree, and I have a knot there, so my knot's going to be inside. So now I just start doing hand stitching, and this happens to be wool, and it kind of dictates how far apart your stitches are going to be because of the thickness and the pliability of the wool. And so, you know, this takes not much more than 5 minutes to do. I keep thinking, oh, I could give them to all my sewing friends, and you know, and I'm starting to think I really want to keep some of these for myself because I'm going to make something at Christmas and have a little arrangement of trees. And when I dig out my Santas, I probably have a small Santa that could sit in the trees, or a little reindeer or something. So I think you get the picture of what I'm doing here. When I come around stitching to here, I'm going to want to make sure that this stick can fit in here. So what I do, and I still have to stuff it, just a little bit of stuffing. So you can put a pin right here. And I forgot a pin, so you're going to pretend I have a pin right here. So I know that will fit. So once I have come around, and I come around there, and then I'm going to just lift up, tie my knot, and trim the thread, and I have a little gap right there. Then I find you can only use little bits of stuffing to stuff it because the hole isn't very big. So I just do a little bit at a time and kind of push the stuffing in. And it dawned on me just now, I could just lay some stuffing down in here while I'm stitching. This is how you get better at doing things, when you have to show other people how to do it and talk about it. So I'm just going to lay this down in here, and I do want some kind of in that corner over there. So I will push this over in the corner. I just want a little bit of poofiness. So that's probably about right. So what I would do at this point is put a pin here and then I just put a pin up here. And then you don't have to stuff it through that little hole, and that would be much easier. So it's a good thing I was doing this today. But I have this one all ready to go, and here's my little hole. This is the larger tree that the stick will go through. So I made sure that my stick will go through this. So now what I'm going to do is to put a little bit of glue, and that I happen to have this is called glue based, but any kind of like school glue will work. And I like this because it's got the little point, and so I can put just a little bit on. And I like to have this little bit of glue because I think it stabilizes this. You know, I probably could do it without, but so I push it in. I'm about a 1/2 inch, and I'm going to go about 1 inch there. And I'm just going to hold this for a minute so that the glue starts sticking. And then you put some glue on the bottom. And I'm just putting it up about 1/4 inch. And this is a really old spool. I am just going to set it in there. And then I'm going to let it dry for a while. And I see a little thread hanging here from the fabric. And if I see those, I do go and trim them off. And if you've never had a pair of Kai scissors, these are my favorite scissors. And I discovered them when I was teaching in Japan, and one of the people in charge of the quilt show I was teaching at sold these scissors, and so they gave all the teachers scissors. And I thought, oh, scissors, scissors. Well, these things never get dull. And I've lost a couple, so I've had to replace them, but they really snip good on the ends if you have to do little snipping. And I hadn't really planned on talking about these, but they are my favorites. So I hope you decide to maybe make some trees for your friends, or you maybe want to make a forest for yourself. So have fun this year.